Ali, aka Kailios.
Hello.
And Alec Ward, aka Alex Pillik.
Hi.
Alec, you weren't here last week.
No.
I'm glad to have you back. We're glad to have you back, obviously. Steve, you were here last week. Missing Conrad today. He got caught up in some trouble, some legal issues with some stuff he was trying to bring back through customs. We hope to see you soon.
A 3-hour cavity search later, and he's just not quite up to. He
couldn't walk around. Yeah, he couldn't walk around.
Received the message that he's still being chased by the police at the moment as well. So,
which is a bloody not good shame. It's a shame because he was Conrad's been the one that's been playing Watch Dogs, so it was actually.
Yeah, I know.
I think we could talk about it.
We can talk a bit about what we think about Watch Dogs, but it would have been good to have Conrad. If any, please chastise Conrad or Roman on our social groups and tell him what a knobby is.
What a letdown.
He is a letdown, but Watch Dogs came out last Tuesday?
Last Tuesday.
Because I was thinking about that was the weekdays after the bank holiday as well.
After the bank holiday.
Of all the times to release a game as well, but just as a weekday, so you can't even play it properly either.
Although in fairness, that's when games do release,
and they do release in Europe as well. It's not every country has a bank holiday on.
But still a weekend though. If it came out Friday, you've got the whole weekend to play.
Some games do come out Friday. I don't really get it. Games generally come out on Tuesday. That's like the day they come out.
Yeah.
Which is I don't understand why it's not Friday.
Maybe it gives everybody the week to save to buy it.
Yeah, maybe.
Possibly, or that, or just people just want to ditch off work. Because some people do when games releases come out, don't they? I think there might be statistics which showed how people ditched off work to when a new game came out.
I took a day off when GTA came out.
But some people
but I did need to use a day's holiday.
But some people actually do pull it as a sickie, so they actually pull a sick one and say I'm actually ill.
I haven't done it yet. Taking a day off work to play a game, but when there'll be maybe Destiny. Maybe I'll save the day for Destiny. Yeah. Con had a day off for Wolfenstein, but it wasn't for Wolfenstein. He had a dentist appointment. It's not really boring. He had a dentist appointment, but it happened to be the same day the Wolfenstein came out. So I guess he had the whole day to play that.
Yeah.
Which incidentally, he could also talk about a bit more. But he's loved Wolfenstein.
Yeah,
but he's been not so keen on Watch Dogs. Watch your brother play it?
Yeah, I watched my brother play Wolfenstein for a bit, and he seemed to enjoy it.
It does look really good fun.
Yeah, it looks like fun. I need to give it a go. I'm going to just play it because he downloads all of his games because he's a mug and is willing to spend £55 for a game. Yeah, so I need to play it on his. But
is there a multiplayer for Wolfenstein?
No, it's just single player.
I don't think it's been a long time since I've actually played a first-person shooter which hasn't had multiplayer. It's always seems to be the main focus when I buy a game like that. I don't really go, really. I always think if you always complete the campaign, you think,
that's where the longevity is.
Yeah, you can just crack on with it. If the campaign's 6 or 8 hours, then you think, I've got that.
Bioshock Infinite didn't have multiplayer. They're probably the last one.
Yeah, it did.
Then again, I do like games that decide they want to have a multiplayer and just don't tack on. So they want to have a single player and don't tack on a multiplayer, like Tomb Raider.
Well, Tomb Raider, I never played it.
Tomb Raider tacked on a multiplayer. I played it for a little bit.
It was kind of fun for 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, and it did feel tacked on, it didn't need it at all. And then DLC came out for more maps. I'd much rather have story-driven DLC.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
At least for a Tomb Raider game, which is the main
I don't like playing Tomb Raider online with friends. That's just not what I want to play the game for.
No.
But then again, I was expecting, when Infinite came out, I was expecting multiplayer because they had it in Bioshock 2. But I'm then glad they didn't include it.
Yeah.
It also means that they can focus properly as well on the story as opposed to going, we've actually got to dedicate some time to the story and also some time to doing this shabby online multiplayer which probably doesn't even fit. So it's good in a way, I guess.
So have you guys been playing this week?
My week's been a bit... I haven't been playing too many games this week. I've got sucked into Netflix, which all that Scrubs. It's on Netflix. But I haven't taken the time.
How long has Scrubs been on Netflix?
Only for about a month or so. Yeah, they're all on there now. I think up to the last series, which is rubbish anyway. Yeah,
so amazing.
It's all good. Yeah, Alec's not gaming anymore. He's
Scrubs.
But I have been managed to play a little bit of Transistor, which Steve's been playing as well. But I think the one thing I've been playing the last couple of days, which is good time, is F1. I think it's called F1 Racing Stars. Let me just double check. It's called F1 Race Stars. And it's basically, it came out, this game has been out for Xbox 360, probably PS3 as well. And now it's on, I think it's on iOS. Steve, I don't know if you want to just check if it's on Android as well. But it's basically it's a Mario Kart style version of F1 races. So you've got all the classic characters with some funny other races as well. you're racing around. You go to Britain, but it's not Silverstone. It's like the Cotswolds. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you're racing through like the countryside, there's like beefeaters around, and it's just like a fun race. You get boosts, but I love the way they pull it back into F1. So your boost is KERS, which happens in if you're a fan of F1, they have KERS, which eventually does give them a little bit of a boost that they have to use. So it's funny. No, not yet.
Yeah, no,
but maybe making its way onto there. It's really, I think it literally has just come out for iOS. So hopefully it comes to Android.
They are trying to recommend that I download Sonic Racing Transform.
That's really good. I bought that for that actually was a free game on Vita, I think, and it came out for us on iOS as well. That's actually a really good game.
I don't know if it's for free though, is it?
No, it costs like.
Actually, it is. Yeah, it's for free. Free on Android. Yeah. Worth the download.
It is a good download, but I wrote an article on this about another racing game. Oh my god! Oh, I know Angry Birds Racing.
Angry Birds Racing, yeah.
And that's a free game. And in my article, because I'm pretty sure on this Sonic Racing Transform isn't free. It costs like $2.99.
Oh really?
And I said that was so much better than having a free game, because Angry Birds was a free game that was so full of microtransactions.
Yeah,
for this, you paid $2.99 for a solid game, and you got the game.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see how different that free version is compared to the paid version, to see if it suffers from microtransactions, because that's actually, I wrote an article about that ages ago when Angry Birds Go came out.
Oh, do you know what? In fact,
give it a download.
I'll install it now.
Install it, because that would be interesting, because it was. I love the fact it was like, I think it was $2.50. Like it was great because you just play it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's still going to be the same, and they've just not had that many people buying it, so they've decided to make it.
Maybe, yeah. Let me see, Alec. Do you want to have a chat about what you've been playing, and I'll search for it on here.
So I am still playing Dragon's Dogma.
So you're getting back into the full
still
on a mission.
Really getting into it. Yeah, the mission is Dragon's Dogma.
It's free.
It's free.
Maybe it was $2.50 on Vita or something like that. Yeah. Oh no, wait a sec. Oh no, it's now free.
So you used to pay for it.
So you used to be able to pay for it.
And now there's probably just going to be in-app purchases.
No, I'd imagine so, yeah.
Yeah, which there would be. Anyway, Alex, all right?
Well, since I was rudely interrupted by your stupid Sonic game...
You were interrupted by me. And again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's fucking interrupting cow right here.
One more time. So yeah, I'm still playing Dragon's Dogma. And I am absolutely loving it. It's probably... I'm loving it. Purchasing Dragon's Dogma was possibly the best purchase I've made, definitely this year, but even possibly in line with my Xbox One.
Even possibly, yeah.
Even more possibly.
Even more possibly, yeah.
I think when you first played it, you wasn't overly fond.
When I first played it, I loved it, but
it was a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, it was a love-hate. It was so hard that I just couldn't physically do it. But then I worked out that the problem was I was spending too much time doing the main quests because I just wanted to get on with the game.
Yeah.
Not enough time doing the stupid little quests, like if you collect 200 skulls, it gives you like 20,000 experience points, which is quite a lot. So I am past where I was in my first playthrough, but when I was at my first playthrough and I gave up, I was about level 12. But when I got to that point in my second playthrough, I was level 26, and I was able to beat all the bosses really easily. It wasn't a challenge whatsoever, and felt like a proper badass. Yeah. And now I'm starting to find a bit more challenge in the game. Like some of my pawns are dying, and I haven't yet died properly. But so it's getting to the point where I need to go do some more side quests
to like level yourself up.
Yeah,
do a bit of grind.
Grind a bit. It's definitely a grinding game.
Do you get better weapons for grinding?
Yeah, at the moment, I've got the best weapons that you can buy, and I have some. I have some better weapons. The one complaint I have with the game is that I have 700,000 coins, which is ridiculous. Like, to put it in perspective, the best item of clothing that I could buy is 40,000 coins.
You got 700,
and I've got 700,000.
That's a lot.
And I can't do anything with it. There's nowhere to put it. I don't know what to.
Just carrying around.
Yeah,
it's a lot of to carry around, man.
Exactly, and I don't know what to spend it on. So if there's
shitload of
even
potions.
The problem is you have a carry weight, and potions are really heavy. They're like one carry weight, whatever it's in, like grams. Out of 50. So the more you carry, the heavier you are, and then like I packed myself full of potions because I thought, that's a really good idea. What Steve was just saying, make sure I have potions. And then I came to a really awesome helmet or something that I wanted, and putting it on over encumbered me. So then I had to drop a ton of potions and waste all the money. I didn't need to, but I thought I'd rather drop it than give it to the stupid pawns that were just going to use it like pricks.
Who are the pawns? Like your little knights that follow you around?
Yeah, so basically you are called the Arisen, and you were attacked by a dragon, and the dragon stole your heart. Was he called
Dogma?
The dragon was called Dogma. No, because it's the dragon's Dogma. It's dragon '*S.
Wait, he's Dogma?
No, the dragon owns the Dogma.
What's the Dogma?
I don't know. Huh. Dogma is a thing, isn't it? It's like, isn't Dogma like rules and regulations, isn't that right?
Is it?
I don't know. Google Dogma, I'm pretty sure that's what Dogma means. But anyway, so the Dogma, for fuck's sake, the dragon steals your heart, and I think he eats it, I don't remember. And then you are arisen because you're alive without a heart, but you have this nasty scar on your chest. And then
I can see that being a problem.
It is a bit of a problem.
Dogma is a principle or set of principles laid down by an authority or and something else. Yeah, so it's basically...
words, eh? So, and the pawns, basically you get one main pawn that you can create, and you get to customise their appearance and everything, what class they are and that, and they follow you around all the time. And then you can go into this place called the Rift, and then in the Rift is all of the other pawns created by all of the other players. So if you created a pawn and you called him Steve, if I then went online...
Steve is my pawn.
Steve is your pawn, yeah. So you did create Steve.
Shit.
So when I go to the Rift and I type friends pawns and type in Steve...
Mate, if you went on my computer and typed in Alex's pawns, you'd find some stuff.
You'd find much more than just Steve.
You'd find much more than just Steve.
Yeah, it wouldn't just be humans either. It'd be like beasts and animals.
And anyway, then I could recruit your pawn Steve.
For coin?
That's one of my points. Rift tokens or Rift coins or something. Rift crystals.
Common to find.
You get them, so you'll get 10 Rift crystals every time you complete a mission.
I see. Yeah. Sounds very cool. So you could have all of our... Really cool. If we all had it, you could have all of our...
Yeah, and you could have my pawn and... Not the Arisen, not the main character that you create, the pawn that you create. Yeah, the little helpers.
That's good.
And it's actually done really well, and you can like sit them down on a chair and you can educate them on how you want them to act in battle.
Yeah, so like Dragon Age, you can kind of do defensive, offensive.
Yeah, and like you can tell them if there's a crowd of enemies, do you want them attacking the main enemy? Do you want them trying
just like Dragon Age?
Yeah, trying to get rid of the
heal me
ones.
If my health falls below like 50%.
That sort of stuff. And you can also get them to like how they'll act as well. Like I've downloaded somebody else's pawn and he's a right fucking prick. So he's really good, but every time we'll like be attacked by a load of enemies, and then he'll go, "Well, that was a waste of time." Like after you kill them because they're really easy. And there's like a group of orcs that goblins that I always run past because you have to run everywhere in the game.
Yep.
And so I run past these group of goblins, and every fucking time he runs just close enough to him so that we get attacked by him. Yeah, and every fucking time I kill him, and then every fucking time he goes, "Well, that was a waste of time," and I'm just like, "Shut up!"
When you go to select something, can you see their stats and stuff?
Yeah, you see their stats and their levels. But the really good thing about
if they're higher level, they cost more tokens.
Yeah, the higher the level, the more the token. Some of them will be free. So if you're level 37 and you choose a pawn that's like level 35, they'll cost 0 tokens.
Oh, so they're lower level than you.
Yeah. So they're not as useful, but they are still of use in a situation.
Cannon fodder, sort of.
Yeah, pretty much. And you can chop and change them as many times as you want, assuming you have the points or you want to settle for a lower pawn. So say you're coming up against a griffin, which is a flying boss, and you want to kill the griffin, the easiest way would be to employ a mage and another archer. If, say, you were an archer, so then you can shoot it down with the arrows, and then the mage can blast it with magic, and you can get in close.
How many pawns can you have?
Up to 3, including yours. So you can only select 2 others.
Right. Okay.
So there's a group of 4, pretty much. But you can just go around with 2 people if you want. You don't have to go around with a group of 4.
So they last until they die?
Yeah.
And they die, can you recruit them again?
Yeah, if you wanted, you can get the same pawn or you can get a different one. But then you can only do it, you can't do it from a pause menu, you can only do it from different hubs. They're called like rift ports or something like that, and you have to go specifically to it. And there's no fast travelling. The only fast travel you can do is from a point to the main capital in Grand Seas, or you can put down a port crystal, but they cost a lot.
Yeah.
But you have to use these things called port tokens or something like that, and every time you use one token, it sends you back to the capital city, but you only have 3 or 4 of them. So most of the game is just spent running around, killing groups of enemies and that sort of stuff as you try to get to places. But it's really rewarding, and as long as you can do it, it's fun. And the best thing about the game is you can pick up enemies and your own pawns, and you can throw them. So you pick them up like fireman carry, and then you can just throw them, and I've thrown a couple of my pawns off of a cliff because they really pissed me off. And then they die, and then you go recruiting new pawns.
This one, did you throw that guy who kept saying...
Not yet, but I'm going to. When I go to replace him, I'm going to pick him up, find the nearest cliff, throw him off of it, and then replace him.
Fair enough.
It's one way to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good game, and apart from that, I've not really been playing that much.
That sounds like enough to take up most of the time.
Yeah, most of my time, yeah.
As for me though, last time we were speaking, I played Transistor for about an hour. I've now completed it, which is quite cool.
Which one's Transistor again?
Is the new one by Bastion creators,
okay.
which was £15 on PlayStation Plus on the store. No, really cool. It's had a lot of positive feedback.
Super giant
Supergiant,
games.
yeah, Supergiant Games, yeah. It's had a lot of positive, I think, reviews. I think hitting around at least high 8s or 9s. And I think it's actually a really good game. It is really cool. I haven't played it now. It's quite an emotional game, but a lot of it is in the sense that like the story has been written really well.
Stephen cried.
Not in a crying sense.
Stephen cried.
In the fact that like
in the first mission,
Stephen's been crying
Someone
so much.
Someone died, and I was like, "Oh man!" and I got really emotional. Stopped playing.
Totes emotion.
Yeah. Transistor.
But no, really cool game.
Transistor, 84 on Metacritic, which is pretty good.
What do they know?
It's got 38 positive reviews, only 4 mixed reviews. You know, someone gets a 90. It's even got 100, but everyone gets it.
Oh, I've been playing Alien Colonial Marines.
Why?
Because it was £3.99 on the Xbox 360 store.
What a waste of £3.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, don't even go there.
It's actually quite good. Did you play it?
Well, I'm smart enough not to play it.
It's actually pretty good. I must admit, I really enjoy it. Online is really fun.
I remember it. I think when it first came out, I wanted to buy it, and then I was like,
yeah. I mean, it's not. I'm not. I'd say I'd give it about a 6 or a 7.
So it's not fantastic, but it's
not fantastic. But for $3.99, you can't really go wrong.
Yeah. So, but with Transistor though, go back to it. No, really good game. The abilities you get isn't loads, but it's really cool in the fact that it's split up into like you've got like 8 abilities, but they can be used as like a primary. So you actually use it. It can then be set as a default. Sorry, not as a default, as a passive, which means that you can have it running all the time. It gives you like a passive ability. This same ability, it's the same move, or it can be used as like an add-on to your main ability. So, but you can only use it once. So you can only either pick it as a main attack, or a passive, or as an add-on to your main attack. So it can be used technically 3 ways, but you can only use once, if that makes sense. So if you've got an ability that kind of allows you to shoot really fast in one direction, like almost like phase jumps, if you use that ability as an add-on to one of your other abilities, it will allow it to like be used all the time, basically, because you get like turns. So what will happen is you'll be running around and you can attack things as normal, but you've got a bar, the bar at the very top, where when you activate it, you can almost go into this phase where you get like 6 options. So you can do an attack, and another attack, and another attack, and stops time, basically. So, but no, really cool game, really artistic. Some parts I don't really like about it is the fact that you can go to areas where if you go through it, you can't go back. So it doesn't really tell you, if you go through it, there's no return. So it might give you 2 options, and if you go through one of them, it might be the next story up, or if you go through another bit, it might just be like a little side bit with some information. So if you go through the main bit, you can't go back on yourself, which is quite a pain. So sometimes I feel like I've done a mistake. I
found that, I played the first hour or so of it at 2 hours.
Yeah,
and it's almost like you want to try and explore, but
but you're limited. That's what I mean. That's I think a lot of a drawback. But apart from that's really cool. Like the controller will change colour depending on like if the guy at the sword is talking, which is the transistor, and that kind of thing. So no, a really cool game, a bit different. £15, not too bad.
Do you reckon worth £15?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. Maybe because it's got replayability. Now I've completed the game, I will definitely be playing it again, which is set on a slightly harder difficulty, and you get all the abilities that you earned through the first playthrough.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, which is
I like
good
it when games do that.
Yeah, but also increases the difficulty at the same time. So it actually makes it worthwhile, and also I'll be able to, when I go through it, is maybe try the different routes that I didn't do the first time around, just to find additional information. There's a lot of hidden backstory that explains what's going on. That
I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine actually. Like starting the game, like you barely get anything explained.
Yeah,
I think we touched on it last time. You barely get anything explained.
Exactly, but it does.
I would like to know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, even towards the very end of the game, I still think I hadn't quite understood it properly. It was a really good game, in the sense that the stuff that was explained to you was quite in depth and there's a lot going on. But the second playthrough, I think, would completely clear it up and be like, oh,
yeah.
There'd be a lot more light bulbs as opposed to what the fuck am I doing now kind of thing. Yeah. So, but no, yeah, good. I'd probably give it I'd probably agree with the reviews at the moment. The critics say it's about an 8 or 9 out of 10.
Oh, really?
Not a 10, but definitely an 8 or 9. So.
Can I just mention one more game that I've been playing? Quick.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that cool?
You can mention whatever you want.
I've been playing so much more than I thought I had. Because I wasn't here last week, I didn't get to talk about Super Time Force.
You didn't? That's what we was asking about, wasn't it? We said we'd like to hear about it. So.
Yeah, Super Time Force.
It's comedic value.
Yeah, so basically Super Time Force is possibly the most ridiculous game I've ever played in my life. It's both hilarious and ridiculous and really frustrating and challenging, but then also really quite rewarding at the same time. Basically, the crux of the game is that there's a character called Dr. Rapitsky who invents time travel. And just as he invents time travel, the world starts coming to an end. But just in time, his future self comes back with the Super Time Force to save the world. And then that's the first mission, like the introductory mission. So you do that, you save the world with his future self.
How can he have a future self if the world's going to end?
Because he travelled back in time.
Because he creates time travel.
So his future self is from the past.
Technically, yeah. His future self is from that moment.
From the current, yeah.
Yeah, from the current.
So when he goes back in time...
It's not the end of the world. It's like the world's coming to an end, like... anarchy and disarray.
If the world was going to blow up 10 seconds later,
no, not that sort of. It's like
it's when he goes back in time, he can get all the stuff that he'd done in the past, and when it is,
and then come forward,
with all the stuff he'd got.
Yeah, because if you'd let me finished, all right, let me finish. If you'd finished, there's so he comes back in time with Super Time Force. He saves the world from whatever's happening, and then after that, you're in a spaceship. And basically, it's just him telling you to do random stuff for his own entertainment. So he's saying, like, for instance, he wants you to go back in time to save the dragons from the dinosaurs.
The dragons from the dogma.
The dragons from the dogma. The dinosaurs from the comet, because he thinks that a dino/human-topia would be like a really awesome world to live in. So then you save the dinosaurs from the comet, and then there's just tons of funny one-liners during. And
like what?
Oh my god, you're gonna make me do this?
Yeah,
you're gonna make me do this.
I'm gonna make you do it.
It sounds like things like that. Actually, that line of like humans and dinosaurs sounds just like Turok. Did you ever play Turok?
Oh wait. It's not doing strategy. I want to hear one of these funny one-liners.
Oh my god! Well, it's taken completely out of context, but there's like a bit at the end where he starts chatting about how the new dinosaur world is awesome. But there's a lot of Tyrannosaurus Rex shits on the motorway, and cars keep crashing into it.
Wow.
But it's funny. Like,
yeah, man, that sounds awesome.
So I fucking told you. In context, it's funny. In context, it's funny.
Got to listen to that.
Yeah, some T-Rex too.
That's a snappy one, right?
And now I'm not going to talk about Super Time Force anymore. You've ruined it for everyone.
Oh, come on.
No, you've ruined it for everyone. Now, people, if you want to know about Super Time Force, go and play it.
Or read the review.
Or read the review, but...
You're not talking about it.
Yeah, I forgot that I reviewed it. If you read the review first, and then go play it.
And you will understand the one-liners.
You will. The one-liners are hilarious.
Alec didn't say it, but it sounds funny. Sounds like it could be funny. It has the potential to be funny.
It sounds like had I not ruined it.
Yeah. Now I'm never gonna. If I play that game, I'm never gonna know how funny it really was.
Moving on, though.
Can we talk about some news?
Let's talk about some news now and some gaming topics. That's Steve has put together for us today. Steve, we've got 11 points on the agenda. We'll see if we can get through a few.
I had a really productive Sunday.
My favourite thing about this agenda is the picture at the bottom where it's a Labrador or a Golden Retriever in science glasses in a science laboratory with the words, "I have no idea what I'm doing."
Yeah, we can always tweet this, in fact, just in case people have no idea.
Yeah, go on.
Tweet the agenda.
We can tweet
it.
I can't tweet it, no.
Just take a picture of the thing and then tweet that.
Can do. Well, I haven't got the on my phone.
Oh my god. Oh, fine. Tweet the picture. No, take the picture, account. Send it to the I'm Playing thing, and then we'll tweet it.
It's so long-winded.
That is very long-winded.
Yeah, but my camera's crap.
Oh, I can do it.
Oh yeah, you do it.
Unless
just Alex just do it.
I've got an iPhone, so it works.
Oh, good.
Well, my phone works easy as well.
Well, go on, do you want to do it?
Well, no, you've got your phone out now.
No, you do it. If your phone works.
So no, he's going to take it with his crappy Samsung.
Galaxy is the way forward.
Okay, yeah, some good topics in the agenda. Starting with, we all love Battlefield, so the announcement of Battlefield 5 Hardline was incredibly interesting and exciting. I love the fact that they're not going to go around copying COD's route of producing another military-style game. They're going to go down a route people are unfamiliar with what Battlefield Hardline is going to be about. It's going to be like a cops and robbers based criminal versus police kind of system, which looks really cool. And the fact they've diverted sounds incredibly interesting.
I've seen a screenshot from it as well, so I wonder if it's going to be kind of like Tom Clancy's The Division sort of take. So it'd be like a band of renegade police and then fighting against the turmoil that is this destroyed city.
I'm going to be really intrigued as well, because the way I thought I would see it is Call of Duty are doing their futuristic warfare, and I thought Battlefield would do the same, but obviously you can't plan on what the others are doing, your competitors, but I kind of imagine that Call of Duty will do it, and then Battlefield will have their futuristic one as well, so this is kind of a different take.
I don't know if they bother, because DICE and EA are both doing Battlefront,
technically
which is going to be coming out in 2015, and Battlefront is just going to be Battlefield, but Star Wars.
Just Star Wars version.
So I think that is their futuristic shooter. I'm quite pleased that I thought you were taking a picture of me.
No.
I'm quite pleased that they've gone hopefully for this new angle.
So am I. Yeah. No, I think it would have been too easy to follow the rest of them. And you think about it, they either announce a futuristic shooter, which everyone says, oh, they're just copying COD, or they announce another modern day shooter, which probably isn't going to cut it in the next gen.
No.
They're on such a clever route. Cops and Robbers is a subject that, like, in this sort of Battlefield shooter scenario, hasn't really been done well in a long old time.
I think they did do a game that either had a Cops and Robbers mode, or it was kind of... I swear Battlefield did a Cops and Robbery game.
No.
Wikipedia.
Maybe. I've never known of one. I know I'm sure there's been Battlefield SWAT, was it, or something?
Was it something, maybe Battlefield SWAT?
Maybe. It's not familiar with me. Not a familiar title, but there you go. So, but that looks cool, though.
It does look really cool.
Anything Battlefield makes us hard. Line.
Oh!
I don't know how that worked.
Marketing degree right there.
Yeah, boom. Hit it. Nail on the head. Anyway, then Watch Dogs as well, second on the list. Thoughts, we haven't played it, we're just waiting on Conrad's opinion, but it would be nice to see.
We should have WhatsApped him to send.
I'm just gonna tweet this picture.
Okay, WhatsApp Con for his thoughts on Watch Dogs.
Thoughts on Watch Dogs, yeah. Only because
we'll skip it for now, and then when he replies, we'll just read it out like a press release.
If he does, yeah.
And if he doesn't, we'll just make it up.
Exactly. The public don't need to know.
Exactly. The public will never know.
Yeah. But no, because that's the thing. Because at the moment, it's not exactly received as good as we all thought it would do. At the moment,
I never thought it would do well, but that's because I hate you.
I think it's done alright, isn't it? Like, it's done alright. Other review scores, I think it's done pretty damn good.
I don't really think it's making waves, though, is it?
It's got 82 on Metacritic. That's really good.
Yeah, 80. It's alright. 82.
82.
Yeah, but Watch Dogs was like they were pitting it as like a 90. Like, this is the next generation of game, Watch Dogs. But I don't really.
User score of 6.3.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I think they waited too long.
Yeah,
but then they got a conundrum, right? If they'd released when they were going to release with all the hype, it would have got less scores because the game obviously wasn't ready. Release it now, people just hype games too quickly.
Yeah.
If it's not ready, then don't.
That's the thing. It's been out for so long.
I think there needs to be more communication there in terms of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think Conrad's obviously reviewed it. What he's told me is it's a very slow start, and that's really annoyed him about it. I think his view is quite negative about the fact that you want to get in and give it and just play the game. Mechanics have been there before in these sorts of games. The Ubisoft games, it's going to play a bit like Assassin's Creed, I would imagine. We've seen all the mechanics over the last few months because they've shown them all to us. So let's just let me get in and just play this game. And apparently, according to comments, a slow start, but very good fun once you get into it. He said some of the missions is so great. He said some of the things you can do is fantastic, but then they pull away the controls from you for a cutscene or cinematic, which you were disappointed with.
Yeah. Plus, he doesn't like the guy's voice because he thinks he sounds like Batman.
Yeah. Well, the main guy.
Yeah.
I'm Watch Dogs. I know his name.
I'm the Batman.
Next up, actually, I was going to look at E3 news, I think, just for now. We'll skip number 3 for the time being.
Is this what we're hoping to hear from E3, or is this what has been confirmed
this
to be
is
talked
confirmed,
about?
yeah. So the stuff, just to go through it all, then we can pick it apart, is, well, the Steam console we know about, Evolve is going to be mentioned, Fable Legends, new Fable game,
I thought Fable Legends has happened. Oh no, that was Fable...
That was a little while ago, wasn't it? I think.
What was the most recent Fable one that came out?
Fable Anniversary.
Anniversary, yeah.
So,
Right.
Got that. Far Cry 4 is going to be good. FIFA 15, another one.
Just going to be FIFA.
Yeah, pretty much. Sims 4, Star Wars Battlefront, Sunset Overdrive, Super Smash Bros, which I'm actually really excited about, and shame that I don't really have a Wii U because I freaking love the Super Smash Bros franchise.
Yeah.
The Witcher 3. Maybe, yeah. The Witcher 3, which I think... I've never played a Witcher game, but...
Yeah, it's alright.
I might be looking at Witcher 3. GTA 5 is going to be for PC, and also the rumour that it might well be coming up for next... or the current gen, and hence why the delay. Which is going to put me on to the point of, would you buy it again?
Yes, 100%.
I think I would, yeah. I think new trophies would be great.
Yeah, they'll always bring out new achievements for it.
Yeah, online play would be really great on the next gen.
Yeah, as long as online straight away. If it isn't, I'll probably wait until they bring out online for it.
Yeah, and also they'll be able to tidy up. I mean, think about the size of GTA 5, and it was mind blowing how they managed to fit that into an old gen disc.
I don't think they'd change it that much.
But no, but things are like
I think they would. I think they'd just sharpen it up.
But things are like, it's the idea that they could add extra stuff to it because
Yeah,
now we're on
yeah.
Blu-ray discs as well now, where you've got so much more memory or sort of off to use off the disc, so they could do a lot more with it.
So
But
it's
they could also
PS3.
I think the problem with it is I don't think they could do a huge amount more on the current gen console, on the old gen consoles.
Yeah.
I don't think they could add much more.
No, they pushed
just
it to the
because,
max.
Yeah, they pushed it to the max. Next gen, definitely, but then how many people are they going to piss off by releasing on the next gen and then only releasing great new content on the current gen and ignoring the 360 and PS3 players?
Don't know, because that's another point that I've got, which
Yeah, that's true.
which is another thing to go for, which I think we can go on to really is when developers are producing games for the last gen, or sorry, producing for the current gen, when they're releasing it for the last gen as well, I think that kind of hinders it a little bit. Because apparently that's what a critique point was for Watch Dogs, was because if you just focused entirely on next gen or current gen now, you could make the game so much better because you've got no... Like,
Is Watch Dogs out for PS3 and Xbox?
Yeah.
So therefore it's a big hindrance because instead of just going, right, we can just focus
Same for
entirely on this
Wolfenstein.
current gen.
Well, that's why I'm
Get a
really
talk,
excited for games like Quantum Break, which I believe is Xbox One only. I'm pretty sure. Could we check that? Just
Yeah.
for ourselves?
I know Quantum Break is.
Is it just
Yeah, Quantum
Xbox
Break
One?
is.
Yeah, because that, like, if you get the chance, watch the recent video that they've done. It looks stunning. Like, it looks absolutely stunning. And I think those sort of games are going to be the games that are really going to show the current gen.
Yeah.
I think you're right in that by producing games for both generations, I think all they're really giving us is just a slightly better version of a last gen game as opposed to a next gen.
That's what I mean,
next-gen
yeah.
title.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like we're not going to see that, I don't think, for about another year. It's going to be another year because it's going to piss off a lot of old gen users, which I think, well, first of all, someone who owns an next gen console, I'm just like, well, I'm a little bit annoyed because I bought this next gen console hoping that they would just release everything all completely supported by it. But I can understand why they are supporting the old gen as well because of, well, they don't want to piss off too many other people really.
Yeah.
And they want to keep the flow of games available on both consoles or both generations.
I think Microsoft pledged that they're going to be doing Xbox 360 for at least another 5 years.
Oh, really?
They're going to make sure they're going to be bringing out games for it and that sort of stuff.
But I think Steve's right. When you look at games like Infamous and Titanfall, like those games, they're not as pitched to be as good as like Quantum Break and stuff. But the fact that they weren't limited to the old generation, but you can do so much more with them. The little things, and Watch Dogs. Yeah, maybe it was delayed because they wanted to make sure it was fantastic on the next generation. But when we get games like The Order, Quantum Break, these sort of games, then we're going to see some really stunning stuff.
Because that's where you know where the focus points are going to be on actually doing it to the hardware for the next gen.
For that.
Which makes sense.
Something if I had the money, something I'd quite like to do would be to get a game like, say, Watch Dogs or Wolfenstein, get it on the 360 or the PS3, and play it on the 360 and the PS3, complete it, and then get the next gen version and see if it's any better, or whether buying it, because I'm having a conundrum with Sniper Elite 3 at the moment. Xbox One, it's £40, £41, something like that. Xbox 360 is £25.
It's a big difference.
It is a big
And
difference.
it makes me wonder, how much different is this game going to be? Is it going to be noticeably different that it's warranted? £25 is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money for a game, yeah.
£25 is like a £25 difference is a lot of money to say, here's your £25 at work.
Nice and shiny.
Yeah, exactly. Here's your shiny
Slightly
£25.
shinier, polished.
I mean, it's supposed to be the first, well, it's going to be full 1080 on the Xbox One, which is interesting in itself. But I don't think 1080 graphics is £25 worth of content there. How can they justify selling it for 25 or 40?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's the thing.
Oh, it's not 25. It's 45 on average.
Still 20 quid still.
Yeah,
so, which is exactly the same amount as an indie game, unless or a little short game, which in itself could be worth your time.
Just to interrupt you there, Steve, we've had our statement come through from Conrad.
Oh, okay. The official statement.
This is Conrad's statement on Watch Dogs.
It's word for word, is it?
Not as sucked in as I thought. Read my post, bitch. Lol.
See that?
Matrix-esque cutscenes annoy me. Don't look very good.
Good, actually.
Good. Don't look very good.
Whatever good.
So that's Steven. That's Conrad's post. I think we can take away from that. Read my post, bitch. And lol really struck a chord with me as well. When he said lol really struck a chord with me, and in fact, I think that sums up gaming in general for a lot of us.
It does.
Laugh out loud.
There's a lot of lol.
Or lots of love. Which one is it?
Lots of laughing out loud.
Lots of laughing out loud.
Lol.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be saying read my post, bitch. Lots of love, because that'll be kind of gay or in the bad side of the things, as opposed to the other side.
I think no one was expecting you to say no one was thinking homophobic.
That's Steve what I was trying to cover. I was thinking
Steve goes, shit, I'm going to cover what I just said. I think we're good. I think you're good. I don't know, wait 5 seconds.
Why is that?
Okay, you're safe. No, that's a fact. If you don't get killed in 5 seconds, then you're fine.
After saying
homophobic.
Anything or racist, anything.
Yeah, anything racist, xenophobic, homophobic, sexist.
5 second rule.
If you're still alive after 5 seconds, then you're fine.
PC got mad.
It is.
Wait 5 seconds.
Is it on PC to say the political correctness?
Of course it is, man.
It is. Yeah.
You can't say political correctness anymore. That's wrong. It's political assurance.
Yeah.
Politically assured. I'm politically assured that what I'm saying is politically.
Well, you can't
correct.
say politically anymore.
It's banned.
Political.
Don't say banned.
Can't say banned either.
Band's banned.
Next up, thing though, which would be cool actually, is the Oculus Rift and Samsung team are teaming up.
It sounds better if they teamed up with Apple.
And do you know how they're doing it? So basically,
by working together.
They are.
I imagine what they're doing is they're getting ideas and they're sharing them. They're getting technology and they're sharing.
To make new items
so
for
what
us
they're
to
doing,
purchase.
without piss taken aside, is the Rift.
Without piss taking aside, alright?
Without piss taking,
Yeah, is.
Don't mean piss taking aside.
The Samsung team are coming up with the actual technology, so they're doing like the LED screens. And
but I thought Oculus Rift was done.
Yeah, they are. I thought they had a tech as well.
No, they're helping by sharing information. So they're helping design it. The Oculus Rift has the Oculus Wrist.
The new Oculus Rift. It's everything.
Can we come back to this when you sort it out?
The Oculus, the actual hardware and stuff, and the software. The software base is all done by the Rift. So they're doing all that because they've already got it covered. So they come with all like the technical coding shit, basically.
Yeah.
While the Samsung side are pushing like maybe the
screen
side, which is obviously what the Rift maybe originally suffered from, having only done the 720.
Okay.
So, and that'll be interesting. And what they're doing is that they're creating 2 products each, or a product each. So they're going to technically be competitors, But the Samsung, Galaxy, the Samsung side is going to be maybe your budget or your mid-tier item, while the Rift apparently is going to be your more upper-tier premium material.
So the Samsung Rift and the Oculus Rift.
Maybe, I don't know. And the Samsung product is coming out first as well. It's what the market information says at the moment. So I'll be interested to see
what marketing informant is telling me.
It is.
What can you use Samsung with? PC?
It would probably be, yeah.
Same sort of thing.
I think it's actually not going to be that. I think it's going to be more media based. So it might be more watching films and that kind of stuff, maybe.
Why? Because like a holodeck.
Maybe, yeah. Because the Oculus Rift is focused on the gaming side, while the Samsung, I think, is going to be taking it away from the gaming side and doing more media.
Any idea on price right now?
No idea on price.
To me, that sounds like a really good way of Samsung completely wasting a lot of money.
Pen, do you want to?
There's an empty beer mug and some sunglasses. I really wasn't sure what you wanted. So, but no, I'll be interested to see how that goes. Because especially when you've got the Morpheus as well, how that's going to be going.
Of course. It's been a bit quiet about the Morpheus. Do you reckon we'll hear anything at E3?
I think E3 is going to be a big launch thing for seeing some new.
I don't think it will.
Shit.
I think E3 next year. I reckon
Really?
E3 next year is when we're going to be hearing about Morpheus.
I think we might see a bit more revealers. I don't think maybe we might not see the product in a tangible form, but we'll definitely see maybe some revealers.
They'll talk about it obviously, because they
Sorry.
can't not talk about it.
I think they were supposed to pre-launch within the next year or year and a half. I reckon now they've been bought up by Facebook and they've got more money and they're not they don't need to make sales.
Are we talking about the Rift now?
What were we just?
We were talking about Morpheus.
We were talking about Morpheus at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, while you was fascinated over the pen. So
I wanted this pen. I like this pen. It's one of my favourite pens.
I can imagine it.
It's a good pen.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Morpheus would be bloody fantastic. No, I was going to say the Rift, I think, will come out maybe 2016, I think, now. Because I reckon with Facebook on board, they'll take more time out.
Yeah, definitely.
But Morpheus, I reckon Morpheus will come out before the Rift will.
Do you reckon?
As well, yeah.
I think
Because PlayStation, Sony this generation have been fucking on the ball.
Yeah.
So they'll try and get it out. They will try and get it out beforehand. Then just take up all the excitement. People will go crazy for the Morpheus. And if it does shit, then fair play. Like, it's not going to sell anyway.
Yeah.
But if it does really good, then who's talking about the Oculus?
Exactly. Very true.
But then that puts the Oculus in a really good position because they can just look at what the Morpheus is doing well and then just do it better.
The issue
Not
is
necessarily. PlayStation came out for Xbox and they had a whole host of troubles. People want to do their own thing. You can't copy.
Yeah. It's just also making sure you target
there
the
is
right market.
risk. I think there's risk of both. You are right. There is risk, especially in this sort of front. Obviously, with consoles is very different. But
this is like a brand new thing. Like nobody really knows.
on the same hat, there's pros and cons of that. You can do that, but if you get out first and take up all the market share.
Once again, we'll see that.
It's always going to sell. People are going to buy it unless they price it for like £700, something ridiculous. People aren't going to buy it.
Exactly. I think the Rift was like £200, so it wasn't even £2.
Oh, was it only £200?
Exactly. I think it's.
I reckon it'd be a lot more expensive now that Facebook have got.
Exactly. So I think price would also be another factor involved massively. So.
I reckon. How long do you reckon until we get adverts?
What's that? Sorry.
Adverts in the Oculus Rift.
Adverts.
Facebook
Probably,
adverts telling you to play Mob Wars.
Yeah. Or meet singles in your area.
Mixing.
Who are looking for you.
Over 45.
I love the idea of you watching a film that's really intense, like, because like, there's literally killers like with a knife around the corner. And you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! It's like all of a sudden it goes, hi!
Yeah.
Are you having trouble going to the toilet? What you need is these laxative tablets.
Billionaires here.
Or like you'll just be like watching. He's about to stab somebody, and just to be like, yeah, and a little thumb will go up, and
you've got a message.
Steve has liked the fact that you're watching this horror film.
That would be horrifying.
Incoming call. Hi, fuck off, Steve. You're trying to watch the film.
Yeah.
Come on now, don't be like that. Yeah. I'll tell you what, guys, we've actually got a lot left. We're running out of time. In fact, we're pretty much at the end of time. So what I suggest is we savour this Brother for Witch content that Steve
There's a lot of content there.
For the next time. I think that can be...
We didn't even mention Games with Gold or any of the free games.
I think they can be probably squeezed in now. Steve, do you want to take us away with Games with Gold?
Yeah, as I was going to fit in. So basically, for the PlayStation Plus people, for PS4, we're going to get Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate, which is going to be on the PS4 and PS Vita. That is, and also on top of that, you're going to see Trine 2, the complete story. Also, which is good to see, is that on PlayStation Plus, the games. So we're going to see 2 per month as well. Well,
on the PS4.
On the PS4, well, we've only been seeing 1 up till now. Games for Gold for the Xbox One for June, we're seeing Spartan Assault and Max the Curse of the Brotherhood. For 360, we're going to be seeing Dark Souls the Original, Charlie Murder, and Super Street Fighter 4. PS3, we're seeing NBA 2K14, Lone Survivor, while on Vita we are seeing Dragon's Crown and Surge Deluxe. So to wrap
Sounds
it up,
very exciting.
so plenty of games out there, which is good. So free for
There's
choice.
a smorgasbord of games.
Yeah, basically, if you own all of those consoles, your June is sorted.
Yeah.
You are.
I've got 5 games to play in June.
I've got 4.
You'll get a PS4.
Or if I was going to include the Xbox ones, I've got 7 games.
Yeah.
Woo!
But I won't play
Plenty. Also, some good titles as well. Some good titles.
Vita for me. Indeed. This has been a crazy. Yeah, we've spoken so
That
much
went
this
so quick.
podcast.
Yeah, it has. Lots of fun.
I want a final little thought from you guys, just to say, what are you most looking forward to for E3?
In E3,
What are you most looking forward to?
I'm actually going to say I really want to see more stuff involved.
Okay.
I really want to see more stuff involved.
What about you?
Choose one, or can I say 2?
You can say one.
Say one.
You can say you like Evolve as well.
Hopefully, Star Wars Battlefront.
Yep. Okay, and mine is Star Wars Battlefront. You start mine. So.
All right, I'll change it. Quantum Break.
Quantum Break and mine Star Wars Battlefront. So I guess I won't be here next week.
No.
I won't for the first time. No, I'm away.
What do we do?
Are you here next week?
No, I'm away.
No.
as well.
So maybe we're going to miss next week. We'll see, depending on how Stephen Con want to do. Maybe we get Rob back to
I
do
might
a
have
guest appearance.
45 minutes of just me talking.
Yeah. Steve's
Hopefully
hour.
not. Hopefully not. I pray for everyone else who does.
That'd be dreadful.
Until next time, until we see you next, you can check out the I'm Playing podcast on our YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/I'mPlayingTV. See our website, Alec. What website's that?
It's the www.implaying.co.uk. I always feel like I say too many W's.
That's fine. How can I check us out on Facebook and Twitter, Steve?
Well, on Twitter it'll be Twitter /I'm playing.
At underscore playing.
I'm playing.
No,
I'm just
what
thinking
about
of
Facebook?
website, and it'll just be the exact same.
No, it's not. It's not the exact same. It's www./I'm playing without the underscore.
Without the underscore.
My God.
For Facebook.
We've only been saying it for 17 podcasts.
It's a Sunday.
And you've only been on it for ages. They go up on Mixcloud as well. Also found some Twitch occasionally. Try and do some more of them.
Yeah, I do. Twitch one.
And so keep checking us out. I've been Alec Snickle, aka Thinkbad Monkey. With me I've had Stephen Riley, aka Kailios, and the glorious, the ever wonderful, the increasingly bearded man.
I'm going to let this grow whilst I'm in Italy, by the way.
Which is, it's going to be beautiful.
2 weeks of beard, people.
Which has been Alec Ward, aka Alex Pillik. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks,
Have a good time in Italy, Alec.
Have a good time in Hong Kong.
Thank you very much. Have a good time. Steve's just been in Poland.
I've been in Poland, so
he's had a bit of going. Steve's going to
like
enjoy the beautiful rain we're going to have here while we're away.
Oh, yes.
And until next time, we'll see you later.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.